Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project, and I'm here to help you learn the speak out exercises and help you establish and maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. Today's going to be a very important session. I'm going to share some important information with you. It's not about the holiday challenge. It's different information, and also our topic for today is cyber security, so important for all of us. So let's start out by saying cyber security and really speak out. Ready? Cyber security. Again, cyber security. And give me a nice smile just for a second or two. Smile with intent. Okay. Go ahead and get your water. Last week I was in Buffalo visiting the University at Buffalo. They're doing a wonderful job there, as is our, all of our other Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. But when I was in Buffalo, a very nice gentleman flew from Long Island to meet me there in Buffalo. And I've been thinking about him this weekend and the struggles that he's having. And I think that I can do a better job during these practice sessions to help you convert speech from an automatic function to an intentional act. So I'm going to show you that in today's session, okay? Let's get our sip of water. So the goal of Speak Out, we're trying to strengthen the muscles, but we are also trying to convert speech from an automatic function to an intentional act. Talking and swallowing are normally automatic. We normally don't have to think about it. Before you had Parkinson's, you just talked. You didn't have to think about it. Now it can't be automatic anymore because you don't have enough dopamine, and automatic movements are highly dependent on dopamine, so the automatic system is not available. We need to shift speech from automatic to intentional. Now, usually people can do the exercises, but they're having a hard time using intent in conversation. So I'm going to share with you what I shared with the gentleman when I met with him. We have to do what we need to do in conversation. We have to be able to do it when we're practicing. I want you to think of your voice as a light switch, okay? The automatic system. It's always available to you. It is there. Dr. Boone used to always say this. The intentional system is always available, but it's like a light switch. It will not work unless you flip the switch. You have to flip it, otherwise it's not going to work. And that's what you're trying to do in conversation. So I want you to think about, before you ever say anything, you're going to flip the switch and then speak with intent. So as we're doing these exercises, before we start each one, I want you to flip the switch, okay? You're going to turn it on, you're going to get ready, and then we're going to use intent. Okay, so let's start with the warm-up. Flip the switch, get ready. May, me, my, mo, moo. All right, we're going to do it again. Flip the switch, get ready. May, me, my, mo, moo. You can make your speech come out clear. It doesn't matter if your problem is being too soft, stuttering, talking too fast, having a raspy voice. If you use intent, it will work. But you've got to think about it and flip that switch. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Again, flip the switch on. May, Okay, take a sip of water. And we're flipping the switch. Remember, it's like a light switch. It's always available to you. The intentional motor system, you need to use it when you swallow too. You're going to flip the switch, think about it, and then swallow. The more you do this, the easier it will get. It will never be automatic though. You'll always have to think about it. All right, now we're going to do the ahs. We're going to think about it. Ready? And so before we do any exercise, before you say anything the rest of the day and forever, you're going to think about it. Ready? Good. Ready? Speak with intent. We're activating a different motor system. We're flipping the switch. Let's do a shorter one. Good. One more. Think about it. Good. Take a sip of water. I think that if we really concentrate more when we're doing our speak out exercises, that we can train ourselves that when we're talking in conversation, when we say hello to our neighbor or we answer the phone, we will think about it and then speak out. We need to do it more when we're practicing. Okay. Now the glides. So we're going to flip that switch. Think about it. We're being deliberate. Really think about it. Ready? Stop. Close the mouth. The sound is in front of us. We're speaking out. Let's do it again. We are taking back control of our voice. We're not going to let Parkinson's control it, all right? But we've got to think about it. Flip that switch. Ready? Good. All right, one more. Let's get ready. Good. Take a sip of water. There are a couple other things that I noticed when I met this gentleman. I mean, he was so nice, but very desperate for help, needed help. So I want to make sure that all of you are doing a couple other things. Have you watched the What is Parkinson's video yet? This gentleman and his wife had not watched it yet. And if you don't watch that video, you are missing a very important piece to the puzzle. So Sandy will post it, but it's also on the home page of our website, parkinsonvoiceproject.org. Watch the What is Parkinson's video. It is so important. You will not do as well in the treatment if you haven't watched that. That's the basis for understanding the program. Let's move on to the counting. Okay, we're going to get ready. Flip that switch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Think about it. 9, 10, 11, 12. Stretch it out. 13, 14, 15, 16. We're really thinking about it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do you notice how we're being very deliberate? Let's start with number 16. Ready? 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a sip of water before we do the reading. I'll just do a little bit more educating because it's so important. So number 1, you're going to flip the switch. You've got to turn the intentional motor system on. Number 2, you're going to watch the What is Parkinson's video. And the last thing, and this will not only help you with your speech, it will help you with your walking and with your writing. Whenever you start to talk or eat or write or walk, and you realize that you're not thinking about it, you're not using intent, don't keep talking. Don't keep eating. Don't keep writing. Don't keep walking. Stop completely and then use intent. Now this is easier to understand when you're walking, because if you start to walk and you're going too fast, what will happen if you keep going? You'll fall. But when you're talking, you're not going to fall, right? But as soon as you notice one word coming out of your mouth that's not with intent, stop, reset, flip the switch, and then speak out. Stop yourself. That is something you can work on in therapy. All right, let's move on to the reading. Cybersecurity, it is so important. There are some bad people out there. Let's read this with intent. Ready? October is Cybersecurity Month. Now, as we're practicing, if you can't do it when you're reading, you'll have a very difficult time doing it in conversation. So before you read the sentence, think about it, get ready, and October is Cybersecurity Month. Good. We're going to think about each one. Let's read this first part. Some cybersecurity tips are, read it again, think about it. Some cybersecurity tips are, good. Ready? Be careful what you click. Now, if that didn't come out as clear, think about it and speak out. Ready? Be careful what you click. Next, keep software up to date. Again, keep software up to date. Some people are really afraid to update their computers or their phones, But as the developers find these viruses, find out about it, they are developing ways to combat those. And if you don't update your phone or your computer, then you will not have those fixes installed to attack those viruses. So you need to update. Ready? Start over. Be aware of suspicious emails and phone calls. Stop there. Again, be aware of suspicious emails and phone calls. Did you notice how I stopped when I realized I wasn't doing it right? I didn't keep going. We're going to stop. Ready? Back up your data. Again, back up your data. And last sentence, ready? Use strong passwords. We can no longer use the name of our pet for a password. Let's read it again. Use strong passwords. Take a sip of water. Now I'm trying to be more intentional, more deliberate about getting you to be more intentional and deliberate. Is it working? Are you thinking about it more? Now answer this question. What are some things you can do to practice cyber security? Before you speak, before you say anything, think about it and then use your best voice. Ready? Let's do this next one. We're going to skip over. Ready? What are some ways to keep your smartphone safe? Before you answer, think about it and then speak out. Go ahead. Let's do Dr. Boone's words. We will be very deliberate and purposeful. Ready? Gula, gang, ga, ga. Every syllable. Gula, gang, ga, ga. And the next one. Ku, ka, man, gu, ka. Ku, ka, man, gu, ka. Really think about it. Flip the switch. Ready? Gangla. Again. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water. We're going to do our bonus reading. Here's the bell. All right. Again. It's hard to speak with intent and use your best voice in conversation if you struggle to do these exercises in the same way. Let's read this with intent. Cybersecurity should be a priority for all of us. Before clicking on or responding to emails, use the SLAM acronym. This can help you identify possible phishing emails. The SLAM acronym stands for sender, links, attachments, and message. So before you click on any emails or anything, you're going to look at the sender, who it is, do you know them? Look at the links. Do they look suspicious? Are there misspellings? Think about the attachments. Were you expecting something? Don't click on attachments if you don't know who they are from. And the message. Look at the way the message was written. So let's read. What does SLAM stand for, everybody? Sender, links, attachments, and message. One time, someone in our accounting office received an email from me, and it said I wanted to reward the staff with some gift cards, and I wanted it to be done quickly, and I wanted it to be a surprise. Now, that is actually something that I would do for my staff, but when the accounting office looked at the sender, it looked like it was from me, but it was one word off, misspelled, and also the grammar in the message wasn't right. So thankfully, they did not click on any of the attachments or the links or put their credit card in, and they checked with me, and it was a phishing email. So we have to be careful. All right. I hope you found this session helpful. I'm going to be more deliberate about helping you to practice in a way that will help you transition speech from automatic to intentional. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.